Hi, I'm Zoe McEwen from the UK Academy of Wedding and Event Planning. And tonight we've got a Google Hangout interview with one of our students, Katie Lynch. Hi, Katie.
Hello.
Hi. What course are you studying, Katie?
Wedding planning style and design.
Wedding Planning, Styling and Design course. Okay, yeah,
hmm
great. And you're moving through that one quite quickly. I've seen a few assignments this week.
Yes, yeah. Handed in my fourth one yesterday.
Getting
Yeah,
lots done. Well done.
yeah.
So let's just sort of retrace and go back to the beginning of what you were doing before you started the course.
I left school a couple of years ago now, and I was just doing a business admin apprenticeship.
Hmm.
And then I didn't want to just have that on my CV. I wanted to have something else, and I've always loved weddings, so I just thought, why not combine the two? And then I came across this, which was ideal. It was perfect.
Okay, so you were working in the business admin and doing the course at the same time.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I've got a new job now, which I'm doing as well, again, working and doing the course at the same time.
Okay, so you started doing the course, you were really enjoying it. You were working in admin and realised that this area of the industry, events, weddings particularly was your thing. So then you started to look for another job. Where did you look? How did you find another job?
I just got another job in doing admin again, just building up admin because obviously that is a big part of wedding
Yeah.
planning as well. But I also have another job, a part-time job in a bridal shop, which is expanding my area in weddings completely. So it's good fun.
Okay, so you're doing two jobs and the course at the same time,
Yeah, busy.
trying to fit it all in.
Yeah.
But because the course is studied online, do you find that that's quite flexible? Just do it in the
Uh,
evenings?
yeah, yeah. Weekends, evenings. I love the fact that you don't have a time frame for it. Like, as in, you don't have a certain amount of time that you have to get it done in. It just fits perfectly with full-time jobs or
Mhm.
school. So it's brilliant. It's really good.
Do you do it all on computer or do you do a lot of it on a phone or an iPad?
All on my laptop. I find it better when I print off the work and I put it in a
Mhm.
folder so I have it to hand as well.
To keep to sort of go through and highlight or do whatever you need.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it's there as a reference, isn't it? So you started doing the course, and then decided you wanted a bit more experience in weddings. So you've got a second job in a bridal shop, and you're doing your admin. Again,
Yeah.
as you said, a lot of the job is about being organised and strict with yourself and the time management and those skills that you learn from your laptop, from office-based work. So there, lots of people that have already have those skills will be starting with a good idea of what the day-to-day life is like, because I'm a wedding planner myself, and I am not spending most of my days sipping champagne in wedding shops. I'm spending an
Gosh.
awful lot of my time at home on my computer in my office, or meetings with clients and things like that, but still is a lot of paperwork, and checking lists and making sure that I'm just doing my phone calls to suppliers, or whatever it is, to make sure everything's organized. So it
Yeah.
is a lot of admin. So
hmm
has the course helped you with that as well?
Yes, yeah, it has with time management definitely because obviously I do want to do it in a certain amount of time.
Mm.
So it does help and it also helps with like be like self-obedience as well, if that makes sense, because it's all down to you. You don't have anyone there telling you you have to do it by this. So
Mhm.
self-discipline has really helped and taught me, if that makes
Yeah,
sense
and
as well. Yeah.
have you learned a lot more about using your computer efficiently and apps and different pieces of software to try? Have you been a bit more, have you experimented with things?
Yeah, definitely the software like is it Pick Monkey? Something
Yeah,
like that.
technically, yeah.
Yeah, definitely like collages and software apps like that has really helped.
Mm.
And when your first assignment when you're designing your own office and the different software that also will benefit in the long run, where you're doing table designs and layouts and things like that. So it has helped, definitely.
Yeah, I think in the beginning we do ask students to do in all the courses some things maybe with mood boards and just simple stuff about yourself.
Mm.
But I think you're right. Then if you start to experiment then with how to present yourself, and then you kind of continue that and grow. And I think I've seen that even in your work in the beginning, and now, you know, developing and thinking much more about how you present it maybe, or the
Mm.
detail that you go into.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It has helped. Especially it's the little things like that that help with the assignments as well, and the detail you have to put in. Um, so it all helps, definitely.
Okay, so you chose the diploma because you were mainly focusing on weddings, uh,
Mhm.
and the diploma's got the wedding planning, it's got the styling and design, and then it's got the business setup units. So you've just done assignment 4. What was that like? What was assignment 4 about?
It was like choosing the venues with the budget. I got so distracted just
Ah,
looking at all of them, like all of the different venues and things. I really enjoyed this one.
yeah.
It was good to see what type different venues did different packages, and
Mhm.
obviously there's some venues that don't offer. I mean, don't show the prices on there, which was a bit difficult because you have to email them, and sometimes they don't get back to you. But yeah, it was really interesting. This one, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, but I think also all of that is a really good learning curve. If you do it
Yeah,
properly and you actually do contact them, then you get to see who never does
yeah,
contact you back, and you
exactly.
think, blimey, you know, if they never contact back, so you learn a lot about those venues,
Yeah,
those that are brilliant with you and efficient and give you all the information, the ones where the information's on the website, but you're also at the same time learning how long it takes. Venue
yeah,
searches can take a long time, because not only are you trying to find the right venue, but then you've got to just check that all of the elements fit for the client, all of the elements fit with the suppliers and the different people that they've said they perhaps want to work with, and then
yeah,
finally that it is available and that it's in their price range. So you've got quite a list of things to go through before you find that right venue, and it can be very time consuming, and sometimes with that kind of thing, you present them with a few options, and
yeah,
then they say, oh, actually maybe we've changed our mind and we'd like something a bit more like a barn now, and so you sort of start again. But if you actually do the course as it's meant to be, so it's meant to be teaching you for that job that you're going on to do,
yeah,
it's meant to be practical in that sense, that you know, it's real life situations hopefully, and then just sort of also remembering and thinking, well, you know, venue search could take a long time, so think about that with your pricing when you get to that section of the course, how long it took you, and it's still, again, when you get into a bit more of a business world of it, it is good to be disciplined. You know, we can get waylaid on venue searches, looking at lovely venues, looking at lovely suppliers, florists,
mm,
Pinterest, all of that kind of stuff, because we love it and enjoy this job. But sometimes you do just have to
yeah,
focus. And I think hopefully the course helps you, and the assignments help you to do that, to just sort of focus and then move on. But I'm really
exactly.
pleased that you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was really good. I love the fact how real it made, like how real the assignments have made it, if that makes
Mhm.
sense. So like the budget and what they want and stuff like that. It actually feels like you're planning a real wedding for this couple, and I like that as well, which is good.
Yeah, because I've had sometimes students say, "Oh, but you've put in that it needs to be for 200 guests, and I can't find a venue in the where I need it to be for 200 guests."
Mm,
And I go back to them and say, "Okay, so think like a planner. What
yeah,
do you do? You've been given a location and you've been given a number, and you've got to try and match it. What would you do as a planner? So you can't just say, you know, to me, I can't do it. I can't do this assignment because I couldn't find. You've got to then take that next step. So how
mm,
are you going to do it? How are you going to go around it? You could say, well, perhaps we need to hire a marquee, or can you change your numbers? Can we be flexible? What can we do? Can we change the area, the location? All of those things, and just really start to think about it from a planner's point of view. And when you do that, and it kind of changes over in the course a bit from being a course to being like job training.
Yeah.
And then I think that's how it works best for people. So you must be nearly halfway now.
Yes, yeah, and then almost there's 9 assignments, isn't
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Yes, I'm nearly halfway.
So what have you enjoyed most from the course?
Um, I think I've enjoyed it all, to be honest with you. I think also with the work experience I've been getting as well from the academy has helped with the course. But I love the fact how each how each assignment is so real, as in
Mhm.
it's it you like you've got a real couple basically, even though they
Yeah.
don't exist. I
So,
just like how they you are actually a wedding planner
hmm,
and how it's molded to that, and I really like that.
yeah, good. I'm glad it comes across like that. It's definitely meant to give you that real experience. Um, if so, you mentioned then about your work experience. I was going to just talk
Mm,
to you about that. So we had some work experience opportunities from our advisory board, and we advertised them out to students. And you replied, and
hmm.
you've been doing some work experience with Jane. Is that right?
Yes, yeah, I did a wedding with her in Gloucestershire back in June, May time, and I've just done one again with her back in August. So
Yeah.
yeah, in at the Four Seasons in Hampshire, which was amazing. It was
So
so good.
yeah, just to feel that real and actually be there.
Mm.
So did you feel nervous? Did you feel excited? How did it go?
The first one I did, I was a bit nervous, but Jane is so lovely. She just made you answered all the questions that you had, made you feel really comfortable. I mean, it was a hectic day, and it really does give you an insight into what a wedding planner job is.
Yeah.
And it was I went in the deep end,
Yeah.
and it was a busy hectic wedding, but it was lovely, and it was really good to see what it was like. Yeah.
And you've also been doing some you did some work experience with Holly, one of our ex-students. Again, that came via
Yeah.
the academy work experience.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really good as well. It was a completely different atmosphere. It was a lot more calmer, and that was also good for me as well because I could ask Holly questions. And obviously, she's an ex-student, so she gave me some really good advice on the course and what I can do to get my name out there and to get a portfolio set up, which was really good as well.
Yeah, that's great. Just tip your screen up a bit. Sorry, Katie, I'm losing
Oh.
your eyes there. There you are. Much better. Um, so yeah, I think that our students find that, if they can get some practical experience, that matches really well as you're doing the course, because then you can really relate to it, can't you?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's always good to see it in person and experience it because it does give you a better insight in the job.
Mm,
And it's like writing a book, I guess. You've got to go and experience it before you write it because you can't write it blind. So
no,
it is really good to get the experience before, well, during, like I
yeah.
did. So
Have you got any other experience? Have you done anything else? Have you helped family, friends, or what else are you thinking of doing?
I would like to get more experience in the future. I haven't at the moment. My I do have a cousin getting married next year,
Mm.
so yeah, she's looking at Ireland, so that'd be nice as well.
Yeah.
And she's been talking to me about it, which is a bit weird because she's my cousin, but it is good. It is good.
Well, I think that's nice. And if she's happy to talk to you about it, then you can see about making it a little bit more of a professional and family kind of crossover thing, and
Yeah,
just say to me, if there's anything I can help with, do some research for you.
yeah,
Even if you're not local to each other, you can do some research for her online, send her some prices, some suggestions, and that's what you would do with a client, and then see how it goes from there. And what you want to try to do is to just build up just a few pictures and images from things you've helped with,
Yeah.
Maybe just a few testimonials, something from Holly, something from Jane, something from your cousin, maybe just to say, you know, Katie was fantastic and I would recommend her. And over
Yeah.
time, those will just build up, even if they're from clients or connections that you make through the wedding dress shop.
Yeah.
If there's any kind of feedback from anybody, keep all of that.
Yeah.
And if people agree to you using pictures from their wedding,
Mm.
great. Check with the photographer first that they're happy with that
Yeah.
too. But again, you can use that in the future, maybe for a blog or for your website, and just think to the future, even though you know you're not exactly ready to do set up your business, but maybe just keeping it all in the background and thinking about how when you are ready, you've got enough material, because you've got yourself out there, you have been doing
Yeah.
these things, you have been experiencing it, so so just sort of bank it and save it, think forward plan, business mind, more
Yeah.
than the wedding, you know, because you know you love the weddings, and you're doing your admin job, but now you've got to start put the business head on and think, I've got to make all of these things I'm doing work for me.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think the next step that I would like to do is save some money and do a styled shoot,
Mm,
and talk to photographers, florists, venues, see whether I could use their venue. That I think that would be the next step
mm,
for me, so I can
absolutely.
get pictures as well for my portfolio, or if I set up
Mhm.
a blog, that would help me
You
in a way.
shouldn't need huge amounts of money for a styled shoot. If you can get
No,
everybody, if you can get everybody to work together and
yeah,
everybody gives their time free of charge, because they're all going to gain from the pictures.
exactly, yeah,
Everybody's using the pictures, and you're just coordinating it. And if you find similar people to you who are young and new to the industry, wanting to make their mark too, and get a little network of you together, it doesn't take many people.
no, no.
Do is get a venue to agree to the location, or just you know find somewhere neutral outside, or you know do something unusual that shows your personality and perhaps your future brand or the types of brides that you would be aiming towards,
Yeah, definitely.
for that kind of thing. So have you got any tips for our students who are completing the course at the moment?
I would probably say try and get as much experience as possible. A lot of people won't turn down free help,
Mm,
um, and it is good to get that on hand experience because it will help you in your course for sure. It helped me a ton.
mm,
It's helped with picking a venue and planning it all, especially with the course I've just done. Um,
mm.
sorry, the assignment I've just done. But yeah, I definitely would recommend try and getting work experience, just emailing, calling local venues, even companies that do chair
Mm.
covers or
Oh yeah,
florists.
they're always needing help. I mean, they've got lots of events and large numbers, and you'd be surprised that just very slowly you build up a network of people and build up those connections. And if you are doing that and getting yourself out there on a Saturday, helping some chair people, or helping a florist, helping a photographer, then you'll also be building up those connections for people that you can say, "What about a styled shoot? I'm
Yeah,
doing something." I mean, you've got your connections with the bridal shop too. So
yeah,
they might be your first starting point if they want to perhaps get a shoot with some dresses, then
yeah,
they would get the pictures and then you know see the kind of styling that they want and say, okay, so I'll organize it. Shall I ring a few venues? Shall I see if we could get some florists and maybe you know a cake lady or a designer or something and pull it all together for you and see if they go for that. um Charities are also good for experience for events. I mean, obviously not necessarily weddings, but it's still all good networking, getting yourself out there and feeling the reality of the situation, either the excitement, the stress, whatever it was. Remember that feeling that you had on those days of work experience. And you need to get a few of those under your belt, I think, before you do your first wedding yourself.
yeah, and yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, the more experience you get, and with different people as well, because loads of different planners work differently, the better idea you have at what you would want to do in the future, and also you'll have connections. So if you do it once, your name's out there. If they have other weddings, other events, that they can just call you and say, look, do you want to help me at this? And then potentially you could get somewhere with them. So yeah, I would definitely say experience is the best for this course, for sure, to help you anyway.
Yeah, I think you know, the two things hand in hand. So with the course, obviously you've got all of the material, the stuff you're reading, your assignments and the research you're doing based around those. You've got the support of your tutor, and then if you can add in your own networking and experience as well, then you've really got the full package. There's nothing else you would need. And then really it's just the confidence to go out there and find whatever it is you know you need to find.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you are going to just, you know, carry on doing what you're doing at the moment, building up that the networking, carrying on with the course. Do you have any questions for us, for me as your tutor? How's it all going? Any questions?
Not at the moment, no. I'm sure that I'll be having loads of questions at some point, but yeah, I'm really enjoying the course. It is really good, and yeah, I don't regret it.
I think as you get towards the end of the business units, there's maybe more questions, and maybe you slow down a little bit more there. You don't necessarily need to have an exact business idea. You can either do those units with a version that you think might be your new business,
yeah,
a hypothetical new business, or you can do the business unit on yourself. By that I mean do a business plan for yourself for a year.
Yeah.
As a person, not as a business. Do a sales and marketing, networking, social media thing for yourself. How are you going to get yourself out there, and what's your next step for social media and for sales and marketing, and for increasing your confidence and your branding, all of that kind of thing. So you don't have to have the complete package, but if you want to take your time so that you can think about the complete package, you can do that also. So there's sort of different ways, and when you get to that, experiment, hand in the assignments, and we'll just take it from there and see if we can get you more focused on what it is you might want to do. And if you're printing the stuff off, then you can always come back to those business units again and redo them, which is kind of what we all do anyway.
Yeah.
Year on, year out, we revisit our business and think, okay, what should I be doing? How can I improve on this? I need to have another business plan, another focus for this year. So the course will take you through that. And obviously your tutor, me, I will be here, and we continue to mentor you. So once you finish the course, you still have access to the course materials for 6 months, and we will carry on for indefinitely emailing and being in contact with you. So yeah, so don't worry about that. Any questions, you don't have to rush into it.
Yeah, brilliant.
No problem. Okay, so thank you very much, Katie. I think that's been really useful and helpful to some of the other students. And I think sometimes you just need, you know, a different perspective on it, and to see how another student's tackled it. So I think you've done really well with that, and hopefully people will be inspired by your story and what you've managed to achieve. How old are you, Katie?
I'm 21 next week.
21. Wow, lovely. Next week.
Yeah, next week.
Happy birthday. No, you've done really well. I'm impressed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, lovely. Thank you for talking to us.
Thanks, Zoe. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.